question. How challenging was for you to create opportunities to score and against the team, the OKC? That is a team looks very look like you guys.
Good defensive team, really good team. So you got to be intentional about what you're trying to do, what you're trying to create on offense, and it's just read the defense, read the matchups, make the right play.
Jayson, defensively, I mean, you guys, even though you had some tough shooting, you guys put up enough points. Defensively, what was it that they were doing that made it tough to stop?
I think just playing against another contending team, you got to really focus on the margins. Some live ball turnovers, giving a team like that second and third chance opportunities on rebounds, whether it was the foul at the end of the first quarter, just little things like that against a really good team can be the difference. And just cleaning up things like that. They got 35 free throws, and maybe we fouled them, maybe we didn't. Their team, they shoot a lot of free throws anyway. So, but just finding areas where maybe we could limit some, slap down fouls or, fouling a jump shooter, things like that we could try to eliminate to bring that number down a little bit.
What was the issue in that stretch? I think from 8 to 4.5 in the fourth when you guys gave up that 8-0 run, had I think a few different open looks seemingly not go down. Was it just as simple as some clean looks not going in, or did they do anything else to jam you guys up there?
Honestly, I think on the offensive end, we generated some really good looks. I bet a few guys, wish they could have some shots back that they would normally make. And sometimes it's as simple as that, to make a mislead. But, we have all the confidence in the world in those guys taking the right shots. And, we swing it to the corner, we drive, we draw two, pass up a good shot for a great shot. You got to live with the result. We missed 43 threes tonight, so that won't always be the case.
And what do you take away from these two games this year against the Thunder, a team you guys could obviously potentially see in a few months?
Really good team. Both ends of the floor, well coached. They play the right way. They know what they want to do on both ends. It's a lot of fun. It's a high-level game against two really good teams with a bunch of good players out there.
You guys went 5 for 27 from 3 in the second half, but despite that and dealing with their physicality, it was only a 3-point game after halftime. So what did you think of the team's ability to just stay the course and continue to stick with the game plan as shots aren't falling and you're dealing with losses on the margins and Oklahoma's physicality?
We're a really good team. We normally find a way to figure out how to win. Even if we're not shooting the ball well, we put ourselves in a position, to still, make it close or be in the ball game by doing all the little things. And, sometimes you don't make shots.
Jayson, what can you do in terms of how do you take the information from this game and kind of put it toward the rest of the season and the playoffs? That's a team that wants what you have, so does Cleveland. How do you kind of take that, and does it motivate you? How do you walk away from this game?
Just everybody has to be a little bit better. And like I said, better in the margins, the little things. When you're playing against, contending teams that not really going to beat themselves, those little things, make sure you get the 3 for 2, not fouling jump shooters at the end of the clock, no live ball turnovers, things like that. You got to be a little bit better. We all do. And, we will.
And is it motivating knowing that you're probably not going to be the favorite going into this thing, that maybe, people are going to say Oklahoma City and Cleveland are are better because they have more wins and they've beaten you?
Is it motivating? I guess. We'll see when we get there.
Jayson, Jalen talked a lot about the physicality in this game. You mentioned they got 35 free throws. When you're on both ends, like what's the balance of sort of trying to match that physicality on the offensive end and defensive end versus understanding that they might be trying to get to the line and sort of like strategically backing off in places, being less physical to not give them what they want? Like what's the balance between trying to match it versus like going against it almost?
Yeah, it's tough, and I mean, that. You're not going to keep them off the line. Like, they're very intentional about that. And they have been all season, so we're not going to be the first team where they shoot 5 free throws or something crazy like that. But there is a balance between, that and 35 free throws. And granted, some of them were fouls. Some of them we got to be better at. But, I'm not saying that that's why we lost or it's the ref's fault or anything like that. That's what you want. You want a physical game. That's how it's going to be in the playoffs. So, yeah, you want to match that intensity. And you just want it to be, the same on both sides. But, that's not why we lost at all.
Last question, Jared.
You guys just played pretty much all the top contenders in the league to the title, and you've got about a month left in the season. Looking back on where you guys were a few months ago, you're a lot sharper, playing a little bit more intense now. How do you feel about the team and the way you guys are playing and the momentum you have heading into the playoffs?
Feel really good. Feel a lot better when we have everybody, whenever that is, and looking forward to having our full team and at full strength for this last stretch, and just kind of fine-tuning things up, getting ready for the fun part of all of this. Should be a lot of fun and excited to be up for the challenge, whatever that may be.